Students, welcome to class, and especially to you parents. If you hate your children as much as I think you do, you're going to want to introduce them to this show. It will teach them how to be racist, and it will also help them to die as quickly as possible. Let's go!
Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher. She will show you how.
All right, so let's just get right into Cocomelon, shall we? Now, we're going to be looking at the parts where they are trying to kill your children. Now, when this comes on the show, I want you to pause it and really point to the dead animals that are there. Make sure your children see them. Make sure that your children learn to be racist towards animals. So let's watch at the beginning. At first, it's kind of fun to get your kids into it, but don't forget, you have to pause at the meat parts, at the dead animal parts, to make sure that your kids get it into their head that they should be eating more and more of those, okay? That's the quickest way to make sure that they die as quickly as possible. And it's totally legal, you know? You're allowed to do this, actually. All right, let's watch. They're cute, aren't they?
I've got something in my lunchbox. Something yummy, I know. I've got something in my lunchbox. It's lunchtime now, let's go. I've got
Did you see that? I've got chicken nuggets. Look at that. The child is grabbing the chicken nuggets with their mouth open and a big smile. This is how you do it, guys. If you really want your children to go to a quick grave, you show them this. Now remember, of course, it's so important that you stop it at this part and you tell the children, you point to it and you say, kids, you have to eat more chicken nuggets. Kids, you have to eat as much meat as possible. Yeah. You know, it's like I said, it's perfectly legal. Parents do it all over the place. And, you know, it's just a great way to get rid of your kids. I mean, you know, most of you didn't want them to begin with. I know they were just accidents and, you know, the abortion clinics were all filled up, so you're stuck with them. Processed foods, that's exactly what you want to give your kids. All right. So that's great. So now you know that. Don't forget to pause. And this episode is called The Lunch Song. Make sure you watch it with your kids often if you want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. And, you know, there's this part here where they're trying to talk about different other foods. And, you know, once in a while they throw in a veggie and a fruit. That's just to, like, you know, trick them. But really, this show, you must focus and stop on where they're talking about the dead animals. Now, you see here, we're going to watch. You see this child is giving one to this girl, and she is probably vegan. So you see the look on her face? She's like, I don't think so. I don't want to be racist towards animals. I don't want to point towards animals. And I don't want to say, your body belongs to me. You know, but you guys who really absolutely hate vegans and who really hate your own children, you should make sure to stop at this part and tell your child, you know, the boy on the right there in the blue shirt, tell him to keep offering, keep on doing it. You know, keep offering these dead animal body parts, because if you want your kids to grow up to be racist, that's what you do. That is showing racism towards animals. And it's also teaching them how to be really mean, like vegan phobic. If you want your kids to be vegan phobic, that is to shove dead animals into the faces of vegans who don't want to hurt them. That's exactly what you do. Vegan phobia, perfect example right there.
and speciesism, and speciesism, and speciesism, be kind to the animals, and vegan phobia, and vegan phobia, and vegan phobia, be kind to the activists. Dance if you're vegan, hands up if you're vegan. Think you can't do it? Try it, you can. Yeah.
So today's lesson, what have we learned? We've learned that if you want to kill your children, you will give them class 1 carcinogens. Now let's look at this little article here. We have here a statement from the World Health Organization has classified processed meats as a group 1 carcinogen known to cause cancer. Eating processed meats increases your risk of bowel and stomach cancer. So if you want your kids to have cancer and to have part of their intestines cut out, and then what they do is they reattach the intestine to the outside of your body with a plastic bag. It's called a colostomy. You want your kids to shit into that bag for the rest of their lives? I know you don't like them, so if you'd like that to happen to them, that's what you should do. Give them processed meats, give them as much meat as possible, stay away from the fruits and the veggies, and that will be great. All right?
Plants have protein, they really, really do. Being vegan is healthy, you know it's true. Plants have protein, they really, really do. So why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? No more excuses for you.
To those of you parents who really want to make sure that your kids are as racist as possible, the most despicable humans on this planet, here's what you can do. Teach them how to discriminate against animals, to be speciesist towards them, to hurt them for no reason other than taste pleasure. You know who else hurt the innocent? The Nazis did. The Nazis took the Jews, innocent people who never did anything wrong, and stuffed them into gas chambers and murdered them that way. Yeah, and you know it's perfectly legal for us to do this to pigs in society nowadays, at just 6 months old. And that is what these parents are trying to do to their kid, to teach their child to be racist and to make sure that he dies a death as quickly as possible by giving him class 1 carcinogens. Look at this ham sandwich that they're feeding him.
I've got something in my lunchbox, something yummy I know.
If by any chance, though, you don't want to hurt your kid, you can do something different. You can feed your child some tofu, a delicious tofu salad or a meal that you can make. And tofu is considered to be a very high in protein food, and it's good for you. Excellent for you. In fact, most vegan athletes eat tofu on a regular basis. You can also feed your child some lentils if you want to. A delicious meal of lentils or chickpeas. You can also feed your child pretty much anything that is not a dead animal product, if of course you love them.
Hashtag all schools should be vegan. Only vegan foods allowed on the property. All schools should be vegan. No more dead animals allowed on the property. Teach kindly.
But if you really don't like them and you want to see them gone as quickly as possible, do this.
I've got something in my lunchbox. It's lunchtime now, let's go. I've got a sandwich made with ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese. Now, they didn't say vegan ham or vegan cheese. Now, if these were vegan versions, that would be great. But they don't say that. So these parents obviously don't care about their kids' health at all, nor do they care about the animals. These racist parents point at cows and they say to them, "Your body belongs to me." And what they pay for in these industries is for a male to be masturbated against his will, pinned down, that's sexual assault, and then the sperm is inserted into a female cow, against her will. That's sexual assault as well. That's what the dairy industry consists of. Because when the babies are born, not only do they sexually assault both parents, they also murder the little baby boys because they'll never be able to give milk. Here's what it feels like to be pinned down and forced to be pregnant against your will.
One man held me down.
while another touched me. I was so scared.
I didn't know what I had done wrong.
After, I felt like I was nothing.
They got me pregnant.
They use my body.
I make them money.
To them,
I'm an object. They've called me bitch. I feel.
This is not okay.
I wouldn't wish this onto anyone.
This hurts.
I feel everything.
and I feel
Worthless.
Because I am you.
Only different.
So you have the kidnapping of the baby boys and the murder. So in the dairy industry, we have sexual assault, rape, kidnapping, and murder. And we also have stealing, because then they steal the mother's milk. So if you want your kids to grow up to be the biggest a-holes on the planet, that's what you do. Feed them some cheese that came from an innocent cow whose baby was murdered. And also throw in another dead animal here. A baby pig who died at 6 months old in the gas chamber. That's how you do it. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me in class today. So parents, I hope you learned a lot. I hope you learned how to get rid of your kids as quickly as possible and how to harm them through giving them these cancer-causing foods and to teach them to be racist towards animals. I hope I've helped you. For the rest of you, if you actually don't want to be cruel to your kids and you want to help the environment, you can watch the important documentaries to educate yourselves, like Dominion Movement. And you can also watch Earthlings. You can also watch Cowspiracy and Seaspiracy. And if you only have 7 minutes, watch don'twatch.org.
What's in your body? Why are you eating meat when you can choose compassion with every bite you eat? Do you want your body to be a garden, or do you want it to be a morgue? If you're brave enough to learn the truth, go to don'twatch.org. Do you want your body to be a garden, or do you want it to be a morgue? If you're brave enough to learn the truth, go to don'twatch.org.
Thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you all in the next class. I hope that your kids survive if you want them to, but if you don't, hey, that's up to you. Bye for now. Doo 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 doo.
Why are there dead bodies here? Is this a cemetery? Why are there so many corpses here? Where is everyone's empathy? Why is there so much death in the store? Why do you think you need to buy it? Why is there so much death? Is this a morgue? Is it time to be vegan? Is it time to try it? Why are there dead bodies here? Is this a cemetery? Why are there so many corpses here? Where is everyone's empathy? Being vegan is healthy for all ages, and yes, even our dogs can be vegan too. Please can we walk away from this place of death? Please can we try something new? Change your life around. Today can be the day you grow your wings and break free from your cocoon. Why are there dead bodies here? Is this a cemetery? Why are there so many corpses here? Where is everyone's empathy? Why is there so much death in the store? Why do you think you need to buy it? Why is there so much death? Is this a morgue? Is it time to be vegan? Is it time to try it? Yes, it's time to try it. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now.